Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for being here today. It's a pleasure to see you. And in February we were in this same room with our partners at the Austrian Business Agency here. We have Durim from them as well, and we did an event. And I'm very happy that this time we're double the size of that event that we did in February. Thank you. There's more people coming, so you will hear that embarrassing door opening also for a few more minutes. I apologize for that. We try to have people coming on time, and thank you all for being on time. I see many new faces here today from the people that I usually know here in Vienna, and that makes me happy, and that also tells me that I should introduce the International briefly once again for new people. Anyone here who hears about the International for the first time through this event? Okay, wow, nice. So the International, it's a media company, it's a media outlet that we do daily news, podcast, events, and recently from today we're going to introduce a job market for English speakers in Austria. We were officially founded in 2023 thanks to a problem that we wanted to solve. In Vienna alone there are 36.4% of people who are foreign nationals who struggle with information and connection. This is the exact problem that we tried to solve, and we wouldn't solve it without some mentionings that I will do afterwards. Partners that we work with, and these are the exact people that helped us put this together, is first of all I want to thank the Vienna Business Agency. They have the Department of Media Projects. I want to thank Elisabeth, Karina and Evelyn, who were the first one to support us directly through financial support that helps us build and develop the International at the point we are now. We are also now, since July, a strong partner of the EIT, Culture and Creativity. That's the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. Throughout these past almost 2 years, we've been working with different brands and names. Some of them you see on screen. One of the most important brands we work with, it's where this event is happening right now. It's Impact Hub Vienna. We're going to talk about that later as well. We do news, as I mentioned, in formats. They are on desktop, and we also, by the way, have an app which was developed by Primel, that he's also here today. Thank you very much, Primel. You can download the app if you want, both on Android and App Store, if you just search for the International Vienna. We do podcasts. The last year we've been doing it also as a video podcast, and fun fact is that that corner right there is the corner of the podcast. If you see the light, it's the same one. It streams on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but you get the video version only on Spotify. And we do events. This is our third event. The first one, as I mentioned, was with the Austrian Business Agency and was about international students, helping them to stay in Austria after their studies. The second one was about investment, taxes, insurance, pensions. That will happen in September together with Invest Expat, and this is our third event, and hopefully we plan to do a lot more next year on different topics at all times. What we're going to introduce today, a brand new thing that it's still, however, in development, so please don't throw your cups at us today. It's the job market. It's the the job market of the International, where we will feature jobs that are primarily in English. Why are we doing this? Because we asked so many of you, about 200 people responded from our audience, and 89% of them said that the biggest challenge for you in Austria is to find a job is the language barrier, and then comes networking. Therefore, we want to do this together with a friend of ours that I'm going to introduce later as well. I'm the founder of the International, and there's a very organic story of how the International was founded. When I moved here in early 2021, it was complete lockdown, and I didn't speak any German at all. The only thing I knew before was how to work in the media as a screenwriter and journalist, and I loved hiking. The second one was a good fit with Austria. The first one was a terrible fit. So I started creating hiking groups with internationals because I could only speak English, and there I met so many interesting people with so many interesting stories, and I was like, wow, those people have good stories, but they don't have the voice to share their stories. Which I thought, okay, I have some media background and maybe I can make a podcast. It's lockdown after all, everyone is doing a podcast, so it's just the next podcast. And that's how it started. that's how I first concepted it, and that's with the concept I went with to the Vienna Business Agency, that they supported it after financially. The community I found to build international was 99% here at the Impact Hub, which is the place to find your community if you want to build something here in Austria especially. The funny story is that I told a few times, I used to work at the Impact Hub for 2 years here, and I started working the Impact Hub at the very beginning when I was also building the international, which was very crucial step because I immediately got to know the right people to help me build the international. Here I am again at the Impact Hub together with you, and this is still home to me even after 2 years and something. And again, I mentioned our partner that keeps supporting us. We met again yesterday. I was in Finland. I met the EAT there, and we're still talking to develop new products with international, this time on a more European scale. Little bit of secret, next year we're going to 1 to 2 new European cities, so it's part of what we want to do. We want to solve the same problem in different countries that have this problem like we do in Austria. Now, I invited here today a very special guest, which unfortunately couldn't be here in person because was in a bit short notice, but she was very kind to send us a video message just for us. I even offered to film it for her. She said, we're fine, we're going to film it ourselves. And it's from Claudia Plakolm. She's the Minister of Europe, Integration and Family in Austria. Maybe you've seen her on the international news. She works a lot on the topic of integrating internationals in Austria, and now I want to show you what she got to say for us.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the invitation to the International Talks. Even though I cannot be with you in person today, I want to leave you with one clear message. Austria needs people like you. You came here because you found a professional opportunity or chose to study at one of our universities. Such a step is never easy, and I'm grateful that your journey led you to Austria. Our future depends on whether we attract and retain bright minds, committed professionals, and motivated talents. Austria needs people who contribute, who roll up their sleeves, bring new ideas and make a difference in our companies, research institutions, in our startups and communities. Public debate often focuses on illegal migration. These challenges must be addressed, but we must not forget those who already strengthen our country, people like you who work, study and do research here. That is why we as a government are focusing on targeted, highly qualified migration. We know we must improve for recognition of qualifications and professional degrees, so your skills can be put to use more quickly. We are working on this and we will continue to make progress there. Austria offers much: safety, quality of life and economic opportunity. Be part of our society, make every effort to improve language skills and use it in your daily life. It is not only the key to professional success, but also key to new friendships, trust and genuine participation. You have already begun this journey, and I hope you continue it, with the goal of making Austria your permanent home. I wish you an inspiring event, valuable new connections, and above all, I wish you courage, motivation, and every success here in Austria. Thank you very much.
I guess she will still hear the applause through the camera, so... and thank you very much again. From one strong female leader to another that is also here today, and I would like to introduce to people Alexis Eremia. Does anyone not know who Alexis is? Okay, just a few hands. We're good. Alexis is the co-founder of Impact Hub Vienna. She co-founded Impact Hub in 2010 officially here, and it's been in this location for 15 years, actually turned 15 in September, and there was a nice celebration about that as well. We're going to talk about how Alexis turned her initial challenges, why Impact Hub was founded, and how did it become so successful that it has now 4 locations across Vienna and is one of the key partners of everyone who is trying to build something impactful here in Vienna. We're going to record a live podcast that will be broadcasted afterwards it will be streamed afterwards on Spotify. Therefore, I would only ask for major sounds to avoid at that time. Of course, you can laugh when it's funny. Alexis is funny, so you will not contain yourself from laughing. But please, try to avoid big noises and keep in mind that this is being recorded so we can broadcast it later.